Hey everyone! All right, we are here for another weekly live training. Who's excited? Because I am excited. Today is going to be about swim training. You guys ready for this? For those who are new in the group, Unstoppable, welcome, welcome. In this live trainings, this is where we help runners, triathletes, busy high achievers stay injury-free, train smart, and finish strong without burnout. And even if you're juggling work, life, and recovery. I'm Coach Shangrila. I'm a 2 times triathlon Guinness World Record holder, 48 Ironman finisher as of this year so far, Ultraman finisher, creator of Smart Training Method, keynote speaker, and high performance triathlon and endurance coach. I'm here to share you proven strategies that help athletes like yourself reach to the new levels of success without burnout, because we're doing our sports for fun, right? And we want to make sure that we balance, with the training, with work and family. I want to have you, be listening, mainly because what I'm going to give to you is very, very important. And let me pull that up. But before I pull what we're going to be talking about today, if you're listening to live, put hashtag live down below. And if you're listening to it or watching to it replay, put hashtag replay. I prepared good slides, good amount of slides here. I'm going to do my best to make it as fast as possible, but it's like about 20 slides wherein I really put in together the images so that you can see, you can spot what you're doing with your swimming. Okay. And all I ask for you is actually to talk to me. Okay. So right now I'm seeing people just watching. If you're watching, say hi, hashtag live. How's it going? If you're new here, say new. I'm new here. Are you excited? What do you want to learn today? Because I want to be talking to everyone. And even those who's just listening or watching on replay, go ahead, type up those, start practicing those fingers. Okay. And because, I don't want to be just the only one talking here. Is that cool? Is that okay to ask? All right. I see. Let's go. We got Tom, we got Sarah, we got Michael also listening, and we got Binetta as well. So there you go. Okay. So this is a very common question, and we've received so much of these questions, and we just put it in a simple question. Why am I not getting faster in swimming, even with more pool time? Anyone here is like, hey, coach, I've been swimming or I've been stuck on the same pace and I'm not sure what's going on. It's like it's not getting better. Okay. Let me ask you. Okay, let's put yourself in, like swimming. Okay. Some of you guys may probably like have Garmin or maybe no Garmin. You just swim and then you use the time. What do you guys use? Watch. Or some of you guys maybe have form goggle. I know there's some of you like could see your pace, right? Or when after each lap, let's just say you swim 100 or 200s or even like 1,000 and you look at the pace, you start getting tired of seeing the same pace. What is going on? Or what's annoying is like if you have, well, annoying for some people who doesn't use like in plateau, wherein you see in your pace, you're swimming, you're going hard, you're giving everything you got. You're like, I got this. I did my technique drill. I've been watching that YouTube videos. I've been listening to this guy here who just makes the swimming look so easy. I got to get this one. All right. So you're hearing it, like you're hearing like the splashing. Okay. So now when you look at the pace, every lap, how come it's not moving? Like it's the same pace every time. And we athletes, well, we like to exercise, right? Who likes to exercise here? Is there anyone here? No? All right. So like we want, like we go to the pool, we go exercise. It's good to be feeling fit, right? That we're doing something for our health, right? You guys like that? We like to exercise because we like to be fit. We like the energy. But at the same time, if we're putting the work in and we're trying, we're doing our best, we're working hard, we're wanting to be consistent, right? Let's just say how many swims or how many times do you go to the pool each week? Anyone here who goes one time, once a week? Put one. All right, 2 times. Okay. So I'm looking into this, all the answers here. 3 times or 4 times. Anyone here goes like consistently. Some athletes goes like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whenever they have the time. Okay. Now, those athletes, we got Jennifer said 3 times. I love to run. All right, Tom, I love to swim. Okay, lift weights, Brian. Good, good, good. We got different people here. So yeah. So, there are some athletes like, coach, I'm doing like consistently every week, but I don't get it. I'm not getting any faster. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. So today, here's what you're going to be learning today. Okay. I broke it down and let me see here. Where are you guys? Okay, here you go. Let me share it to you. Okay. So today, here's what you're going to be learning. What you learn in the next 20, 30 minutes. 3 biggest technique mistakes that sabotage your swim speed, no matter how much you train. Okay. Why most adult swimmers hit a plateau and how to break it. Next is how to visually diagnose what really is going on in your stroke, even if you don't have a coach with you in person. And also at the end, I'm going to show you how to film your own swim, even if you're solo and not techie, meaning that even if you don't have anyone to record your video. So like, coach, I heard, like, have you guys heard, like, okay, first of all, who here has heard that swimming is very technical? Okay. But technical, if you're that athlete individual interested about swimming, and like when you go run, you run more, you feel it, right? It's getting better the more that you run, right? And then cycling, you cycle more, bike with the friends, and then it's getting better, right? But then also the next thing is like what about swimming? You swim more, you put more pool time, and you realize, oh, this is harder than I thought. Okay, have you guys heard people say swimming is so technical? Okay. So now, well, and then, or have you guys heard also, I gotta learn technique? Anyone here who have heard or like have gotten an advice from a friend? They're like, hey, you gotta learn technique. Your technique is not good. You're working hard. Put technique. If you're that athlete that wherein you heard, I gotta learn technique. Okay. There's technical. People are saying technical. Welcome, welcome for those who just tuning in. Yeah, swimming is technical. And honestly, I was in the same spot in the past because before I came from like just running a lot, running back-to-back marathons, getting faster, and I'm like, hey, I can do this. I can do this. Like it builds encouragement, motivation. I can do this. But then, okay, well, let me pick up cycling. That's what I did. All right, let me do the same thing as I did with running. I'm gonna do more of this. Anyone here who had that strategy? When you're starting triathlon or like a sport, I'm gonna do more because I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm a hard worker. Anyone here hard worker? Put hard work. I'm hard worker. I believe in consistency. I'm gonna do consistency in the pool. Okay, so that's who I was, and I still am. But I hit the bump with the swimming. Because with swimming, as much as I was working hard, as much as I was putting more pool time, I wasn't getting any faster. But yeah, me, yep, not getting any faster, not getting any faster. Okay, so now I'm gonna. So are we in agreement that technique is important? Okay, because today is gonna be an eye opener for many of you guys. Okay, because have you guys had those swim wherein I had amazing swim? I was so fast. I can't believe it. I just broke that 2 minutes per 100 yards, but I had no idea how I did it. How can I repeat it? It's like a black box. You swim, but you have no idea how you got faster and you want to repeat it. Put black box wherein you're swimming, no idea what went wrong, what went right. How can I repeat it? How can I avoid the things that wasn't going right? Okay. Well, today you're going to learn that because I'm going to show you of the things that I want you to really address, because these are the 3 biggest mistakes that a lot of adults, experience. And then that, they get into plateau. So let me show it to you right now. But as I mentioned to you earlier, like that was my story, but it wasn't just me. I mean, even our athletes, there's one of our athletes who's actually, like who's been in triathlon for at least 30 years. Okay. And, I asked him, so let me just call him Mario. Okay. And then I asked, hey, Mario, so like what pace are you in? I've been swimming and I've been in 150. So 150, 1 minute and 50 seconds per 100 yards. I can swim long. I finished half Ironman. I did a full Ironman before, but I'm a half Ironman. I like the distance. Okay. So I'm on 150, but I got stuck on that. And then I asked him, hey, Mario, well, that's a bummer. I mean, you've been swimming for 30 years and you put in consistent, work in the pool and you're stuck. Have you seen yourself swimming? And I was so surprised because he said, nope. I'm like, hi. All right. Anyone here who had not seen themselves in the pool? Put, nope. Never seen myself in the pool. Put there on the comment so I can see it. I can see you guys. Hard worker, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. Committed too. So yeah. So Mario said, nope. Okay, well, I really want to help you. Can I help you show you how to take a video? Okay, so, and here you go. I'm just going to show, because for 30 years, at least 30 years, he's been doing triathlon and he had not seen himself. And guess what he said? Okay. So it's here. And he said, when he saw it, he said, here are my swim videos from this morning. Now that I see them, yikes. Yikes. And you know what? I feel, I can understand what Mario felt, because I did not want to look at my video, but I wanted to improve my swim. What we observe, what we look into, what we really pay attention improves. But if you have no idea of how you are swimming, then that's a problem. How can you address it? And the main thing also is because a lot of people work hard only and not work smarter. So today, I'm going to really convince you that this is the way, because I don't want you to work harder just like what I did before. Is that cool? Who here wants to work smarter? Put work smarter here. Are you going, nope, no, I haven't. Me too. Makes sense. Yeah, I would like to swim smarter. Yes, because if you, okay, just let's condense all the time that you've been putting in the pool. And what if I can show you and you can really address and pinpoint of what you're doing wrong. Okay. So now let me show you. So what are the three things? Three biggest mistakes. So as I show you here, and that's why I prepared this one, because I really want to show you so you can see and you can spot your swim and you can correct it yourself. Because you're done. You're done just swimming without no result. And I want to make it easier for you because our athletes are doing it already. And I want a lot more people, breaking their PRs in the pool. All right. First, sinking legs. Sinking legs. Put below, comment hashtag sinking legs. I want to see more people talking to me. Yeah. I want to see so I can help you guys. And also because when you're typing those, like what's making sense to you, our team, Vineta, will also help out. Okay. And also give you the free trainings that we do have here. Sinking legs. So why sinking legs? So what is sinking legs? I'm going to show you examples. These are words, but I want images so you can spot it. Okay. So basically drag your hips down, break streamline. Some athletes like literally like they start, okay. Like, let me see this one. All right. Here's my swimmer. They start. Kick. And then now later on while they're swimming, this one is down, like literally. Okay. Or they can feel the ground already and then they have to stand up. They have to stand up. And so here you go. If you see yourself in your video like this is sinking legs. Okay. Like as you can see, upper body, shoulders right here, and then going down. And then it goes down further when an athlete starts breathing. Okay. So this is another athlete. But guess what? We corrected the sinking legs because I'm going to share to you, like it says here, what if you fix it? You feel lighter, you glide more, you don't feel like you're dragging a heavy weight there and you're not wasting your energy because it is exhausting, it's a drag, even as hard as you swim. But if you have like this thing here, that's not streamlined, okay? You're like carrying a weight there. It's like, like for example, if you're riding a bike, I'm sure you guys all know how to ride a bike, right? Ride a bike, you have you're riding, and then now you press on the brake, press the brake. Even as hard as you pedal, but you're pressing the brake, it's hard, right? You're not going to move forward. So guess what? That drag is the brake. Even as hard as you're swimming, you're not going to get faster. Even as often as you're swimming, but you're seeing yourself in your video and or you're touching the bottom of the pool, you're not going to get faster. But if you stop trying to not know what's happening with your swimming and instead you take action and actually work on your sinking legs, guess what's going to happen? All right. That was Jorge from Colorado, without seeing me in person, got himself from, his pacing, or you can see 230, 240, basically 245. Okay. Got himself from 245 to sub 2 minutes per 100 yards. Okay. And even, when we started, he was fatigued. Why would you not be fatigued when you're dragging your weight, your legs long? Okay. And he would catch breath 2 to 3 quick breaths. But because we fixed, the sinking legs, he got himself to the longest distance at the time. It was 1,000 yards. And guess what? He was at 203. Who here is around in that pace? 245, 230, or almost 3, or that your legs are sinking. Who here wants to go to that 2? Who here, like, for example, you have a 70.3. Oh, that would be so amazing. I wouldn't have to worry, like rushing at the transition, trying to get to the cutoff time, right? Because that's a big game changer. But if you keep ignoring, what you're feeling when you're sinking, or if you're exerting so much energy, you got to take action. Let's stop doing more. So like, here you go. Here's another one. So this ones are like the video. It might not be easy to see, but hopefully you guys can see my screen here. But basically, like I can see here the knee. Okay. The knee is really bent. Okay. It's really dragging. Okay. It's really low. Okay. So that's another way. So like if you take a video and you see yourself like that and your knee is that low, that is sinking legs. Okay. And it's possible mainly because you're not really, you're not kicking correctly. You could kick. Okay. So that was, so that's one of our athletes. And guess what? When he was doing that, because his leg was kicking, because his leg was bent, he was kicking from the knee. Okay. He was stopping every 25, 50 yards. So now if you're the athlete that keeps stopping every 50, 100 yards, my suggestion, and like you're working so hard, you're like exhausted, you're gasping for air, most likely you're putting a lot of energy. Now, what I want to suggest is like for you to take a video just to check so and you're not blindsided, like you're not confused. Why am I so tired? Why am I so like wasting a lot of energy? And if you see a video, something like this, okay, wherein the knee is bent, then you are, the kick is not good. That's sinking legs, okay? Because if you're kicking from the knee, okay, that again, your legs will just drop, okay? So now, but if you fix it, as you guys can see, gasping for breath after one lap. So that's you know how it is, like, hey, like when you go to the doctor and you say like, doctor, I have cough, okay? cough is a symptom. So now with swimming, all right, I'm using analogy here. With swimming, okay, hey, doctor of swimming, I'm gasping for breath after one lap, and I felt like I have sinking legs, okay? So let's fix that sinking legs, and you can get yourself under 3 minutes, okay, for this athlete here. How would you like that? How would you like that, right? Okay, let's look into it more. How about you guys? What can you spot on this? What's wrong here? Okay, so I'm doing this exercise so you guys can see it. Very similar, right? Sinking legs is a symptom. Yes. Okay. So yeah. So what can you spot here? All right, Amar. Okay. All right. So yeah. So like for this, I'm gonna. So yes, you're right. Okay. It is knee bending. So there's the big knee bending there, and that is causing and contributing to the sinking leg as well. All right. This one. If you see yourself like this on side view, sinking legs, body imbalance, more drag, less glide, harder swim. We don't want to work harder. We want easier. Okay. So now Caesar kick. Yes. All right. So now, if we fix that, if we fix the sinking legs, so Stefano, with that knee bending, okay, he was at 3 minutes and even over 3 minutes for 100 yards. He was very slow. Okay, he was very slow. I mean, he's fit. He runs fast, but in swimming, he's like, I can't figure it out. But once I showed to him, okay, all right, okay, Stefano. So like he came from over 3 minutes to again near 2 minutes, 2:11, the fastest there, 2:14. So if you're seeing your pace, oh, 3 minutes, that's slow. I won't meet the cutoff time. Well, guess what? You can do the same thing as what Stefano did, and he was able to correct this in just 30 days, even without seeing me in person. Same thing as Victoria. She had a sinking legs coming from 3 minutes to 2:30. Okay. So, all right, let's move on. You guys are learning a lot here. Next, head lift. This is the second common mistake. Okay, second common mistake. If your friends are in the free group, my suggestion, tag them. I don't want them to miss this one. All right. And also Facebook's been deleting our live training, so it will go away. Or if, like if they're not in the group, make sure to invite them so you're not the only one actually, like taking advantage of all this. I'm going to share you here, head lift while breathing. Why? What is this one? Head lift. Actually, I have a very good, yeah, this is sinking leg here. Let me show it to you. I don't know if you guys got the freestyle breathing. If it's free, who wants free here? Put free if you like free, okay? Well, the freestyle breathing is this. You get an access here with all the demos videos here. And why am I sharing this to you? Because I wanted to show you the head lifting. So you get an access to this. You download it. It's very easy. Yeah. So now I'm going to show it to you. It's on page 35. I've included a lot of images here so you really can understand. Okay, so I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, so if you want an access to this while it's still free, put freestyle breathing because this is not going to be forever free. A lot of athletes are actually using it already. It's an interactive wherein I give you exercise and you do it and you get more tips from me personally. Okay, so here you go. So this is a mini book. You can download it. It's from that member site. But this one is the lifting head. Like seriously, I thought, yeah, yeah, that was me because I just, why would I lift my head? It's mainly, like I want to breathe. I want to breathe. I'm like, I got to put my head up, right? You probably felt the same way. Do you? So like, if you're seeing the sky, that means you're lifting your head. If you're seeing the ceiling whenever you breathe, that means you're lifting your head. I'm giving you a lot of tips here. So far, I want to see, like put under the comment, what are you guys getting here so far? Okay. Because I've talked already, we are on the second common mistake. Okay. So yeah, so if you see yourself breathing, you're breathing and you see the sky, adjust on the next one, right? If you take a video or your friend took a video of you because, like she's curious or you ask that friend, take a look at it. Does it look like this? I honestly thought like when my coach back then, it was in person, like take a video of me. I didn't want to see it. I was kind of scared because like, I really want to see a good look the way I see it in YouTube. But then when I saw it, like I was frustrated. I was frustrated because I thought I was doing it correctly. Okay. But the good part about it is because when I saw it, it humbled me. And at the same time, it was an eye opener. That was the start. Like when I said, like, I was so frustrated, I got to do something about it. Anyone is feeling like that? Like we're in the first one, I said sinking legs, right? I'm tired of this one. I got to do something about it. And this one is an easy thing to spot. And like I said, if you haven't gotten the free freestyle breathing kickstart, put hashtag freestyle breathing. So like, because I have several images here where I'm teaching you different ways, to actually really get your technique right. Okay. All right. So I broke it down there. Okay. So now let's go back to the presentation that I prepared here. You guys getting a lot? Okay. So here you go. Another head lifting. Okay. And this one is inside the pool. So now inside pool, if you see it, so basically, like if your head is out, that's head lifting. You got to fix that. Why? Because when you lift your head, if my I should name this one. All right. If this guy here lift the head, basically, if you lift your head, this one, the chest goes down and the hip goes down, and then now you're down. Again, it's going to be a drag. All right. And if we have a video, that's what you're going to be seeing. But guess what? If you fix this one, okay, if you fix this one, you're going to improve as well. Okay. So that athlete couldn't finish one lap and finish, just finish one lap. She was struggling for, gasping for air. Again, in just a month, you can correct this one even without seeing me or your coach in person. If the coach is really good, like me, you're going to get it to like 2 minutes. Who wants 2 minutes or even 1:48? You guys can do this one. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you several things to actually prove to you that this can be done. And the next thing I know many of you be like, you know what, coach, I like those, I know I need a video, but I don't have anyone to take a video of me. Okay. And I know how you feel because I was like that too, but what's great about this one is that by the end of this training, I'm going to show to you of how to take a video. I really want you to get over that hump so you can take action. Is that cool? All right. So I'm going to show you how to take a video, even though you hate complicated things, even though you're not techie, even though you're just, you go to the pool solo, or you don't like people, or you don't have friends to take a video of you. I'm going to show you how to take a video because all these athletes, our athletes did that. Okay. Here you go. So this one is head lifting. Okay. As you guys can see, you could barely see the legs kicking. It's down. And it goes more down when the athlete breathe because, yeah, so breathe, head lift, there's a scissor kick there, legs are opening widely, okay? You could barely see the legs, okay? It looks good, like as you can see, oh, look at that. There's a glide. But each athlete is different. And you'd go to the YouTube video, they're having you do different technique drills without understanding what you really need to address. Then you're kind of like getting a medicine for not knowing what you're trying to cure, right? So what we want is for you to at least understand what you need to address and use the right technique drill and do it correctly. Because doing it, because I asked another athlete, so are you doing, how are you correcting your technique? And the athlete said to me, well, coach, I'm learning a lot, so much in YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I did the same thing. Don't they make it look so good and so easy? Anyone here agree? Because I felt that. Because guess what? When I was new, I still remember because I learned how to swim like when I was already in 30s. Okay, I was embarrassed. But then there's YouTube, my go-to back then. Because I had a coach. The coach just gave me a workout. Here you go, here's your workout. I'm like, huh? How do I do this? Oh, you can just search in YouTube. Or anyone, YouTube, put YouTube here. If your YouTube is your friend, put YouTube, okay? Or who here who has gotten that kind of workout that just say, hey, like 100 hard, freestyle, or put, finish 1,000 and don't, just keep swimming or kick hard, right? So now, okay, so put YouTube, right? And then what I did, all right, I was so excited because this is the drill that my coach told me to do, which is an online coach. So I went there, get the YouTube. I was so excited. I have new fins. Who here likes to buy fins or like toys that make your swim easy? I was that person. I bought everything that would make my legs lift, everything that would help my breathing, so I won't gasp for air. So I was swimming. I tried. I was so excited. It was so disappointing and discouraging because I tried that drill. And then when I was swimming, I still remember, I think it was a side kicking drill. I was in the middle. I couldn't even go farther because I was sinking. I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, screw this. Okay. The thing about it, what's the problem there? YouTube gives you the technique drill, but it doesn't really tell you how to do them. It doesn't break it down to mini steps. YouTube are great, but they don't understand us, adult swimmers, or adults who are learning when we're already old and embarrassed to come out there, even go to the pool, because it's embarrassing. There's little kids there and they're better than us. Okay, that's how I felt. I would just be, I just want to put my feet there. So now, I'm going to share to you by the end, by the end of this training is that how do you take a video? Because I really want you to see what's going on. Okay. All right. So, well, our athletes take videos. And as you can see, this one here goes here, lifting head, basically when the head is almost out, right? This athlete also here saw the ceiling. So if you see the ceiling, adjust. And so now if you do that, yeah, you'll get this. You guys want this result? I haven't seen Elbridge. He's in Texas. He's one of our athletes. I met him this year and did it January. And he was actually not swimming for like at least 10 months. Okay. So who here is like, had not been swimming? Pauline, some videos from Taryn, break it down, but it's still, oh, I'm going to share you. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to get back to you, Colleen. So I don't know if you have gotten the freestyle breathing. Okay. I break it down to the language of people like how I was back then. I had no idea what it means by engage your lats. How do you engage your lats? Engage your glutes, right? Engage your glutes. kick hard. You know, I had no idea. But then because I came from not knowing how to swim, like I was able to put it in a language that you guys would understand. And honestly, even athletes who have gotten to Kona already, there are some that are not confident. And there's like, coach, something is going on. I still don't get it. I help them. So here you go. Here's an athlete just this year, Elridge. He was at 230. He was, yeah, this was him. Okay. So he was like pretty smooth, you know, like he already finished 70.3. So I believe 5 or 6. Okay. So he loves working out. So he was at 230. Guess what? Get to sub 2 minutes per 100 yards in just a month. He was, longest swim was 10 months ago. Had not swim, you know, longest nonstop. He did 2,000 meters and got to near 2 minutes. I mean, wouldn't you like that? Like, right, oh, coach, I have a race. I have a race in like 4 months and I have not been swimming. I need your help. Well, how about this? How about we get you faster on swimming from like about 2:30 and get you to sub 2 minutes per 100 yards so that like do it now so that you can focus more on the bike and the run so that you are not stressing out. So that, you know, you because some athletes, like actually this athlete here that I met, she said, coach, I stopped wearing my Garmin because I'm sick and tired of seeing the same pace. And she has a coach over there in the East Coast. I said, let me show you how to do this. And this is basically what I'm showing to you. So like we talked about already with the kick, sinking legs. All right. You guys are learning sinking legs. The one first biggest mistake that we talked about. The next one is lifting head. Okay. These are easy for you to catch yourself. I'm telling you, you will catch it. And I would love for you to address and tell me what you did so that, you know, like we can celebrate. All right. Poor catch. Okay, poor catch. Yeah, poor catch, slappy catch. Sleeping equals sleeping water. That means you're not really catching the water. You're not really moving forward. You're just circling. Okay, you're circling. You're not moving forward. We gotta have a good catch. Okay, what are the symptoms? Okay, what are the symptoms? Straight arms, pushing down. Okay, we want to make sure that you move forward. That's why we gotta catch. Okay, we gotta catch. And before I didn't understand about this, I honestly think, you know, I thought all I'd have to do is like go like this and have a little bit kicking. I didn't understand what really is going under the water because all I see, you know, all I was seeing with my friends is just like above the water. Who here who watch some people, oh, that swimmer is good. And you watch above the water. That swimmer is good. Oh, that swimmer is sloppy. But guess what? What you're seeing is only at the top, the iceberg. Okay. A lot of things happen under the water that could be needing correction. And that's one of those. Catch is huge. All right. Straight arm. But what if you fix it? More propulsion. Actually, biggest propulsion is coming from catch, pull, and definitely feel for the water. What happens? Okay. Speed with less energy and eliminate shoulder pain. Okay. So now let's do this one. Here you go. Here's one of the athletes, Noriel. And he was with us. This was last year. So he said, pain on my left shoulder, Coach Shangrila. I've been swimming for a while. And actually, he's one of those, like he told me, Coach, I've been watching YouTube videos. And when I saw, he was swimming smooth. Okay, he was swimming smooth. Let me see if I can show that to you guys. Yeah. So he was swimming smooth. And you would, yeah. Let me just show it. Right? It looks smooth. He looks relaxed. He looks relaxed, right? And, you know, that's when I noticed he's been watching YouTube. There's nothing wrong with watching YouTube. It's just, you know, that athlete could be blindsided if the athlete doesn't really understand what's really going on with the swimming, okay? And one thing is, yes, it's great that the athlete is moving forward, okay? But if you have been doing the bad technique, you're instilling bad habits and it's harder to break. And that's where the plateau comes in, okay? Because you've been swimming for a while, because that's actually a lot of some of the athletes that I've coached, they've been swimming a while. It's a lot harder for them. Like it doesn't click right away. Okay. And so, yeah, so he's been swimming and then here's what you're going to be looking for. Okay. So again, if you have take a video, I'm going to show it to you how to take a video so you can take a video. Here you go. You can see it straight arm. Okay. Aren't his arms incorrect? Yep. Colleen, good catch. All right. This one, the arms. Well, this one, absolutely. It's a straight arm. Okay. And that's where I said, you know, straight arm, there's a poor catch. And a lot of athletes don't even know it because, you know, they're moving forward. They're moving forward. So now they like, all right, let me just do the same thing, you know, and then go harder, swim harder. But then it's a repetitive motion. And that's, if you have a straight arm, that's actually, you know, like you got to watch it. The more that you do, like you probably finish like Olympic distance, 70.3, but you don't fix that straight arm. What you're doing is that you're putting a lot of load on your shoulder. Okay, you're putting a lot of load on your shoulder and you're not using your back muscle, your lat muscle, your oblique muscle, and basically it's just the shoulder, and that's not good, you know. And some athletes, you know, like they end up injuring themselves because your catch will be much stronger, okay, if you use your back muscles, your last, basically your muscles besides the shoulder. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we helped Noriel, and there you go. Got himself to from 2:30 to 2 minutes for 100 yards. Okay. And again, that's only 30 days or a month. Basically, it's a boot camp. Okay. Good. So here's the summary. 3 biggest common mistakes. Let's put it under the comment what you guys learned. Sinking legs, head lift while breathing, poor catch. Which one of this do you think you're doing? Okay. Which one of this do you believe or you know you're doing? And you've been doing your best to actually correct it. Put under the comment which one of this, which one of this you've been doing your best to correct. Okay. Now, if I may go back here, so if I go back here, because I want to go back, there you go. If you are here, you're going to see demo videos. Okay. So like, I think Colleen maybe. So yeah, so like these demo videos, I broke it down to like really very simple. I break it down. Things that you won't see in any other book wherein there's a lot of jargon. I use my own words, simple words, so that people can understand. Okay, so it's only like if you're busy, hey, this is for you. It's only 1 minute, 4 minutes. We have outfits actually finishing this one. Again, this one is free. Okay, this is the first time you're seeing this. This is free. As of right now, it's called Freestyle Breathing Kickstart, and it has 7-day plan, 5-point checklist. And if you are the action taker, you get a lot more help, coaching support. And again, this is free. I built this system so that you guys can, yeah, there you go. We put a lot of work on this one. But yeah, so like I'm sharing that to you so you guys can start working on it. So now my question for you, okay, so my question for you, we're almost done, by the way. Okay, so you might be thinking, I've heard of all of these mistakes, but am I actually doing them? Well, how do we do that? I've been telling you guys, that's where the 99% of swimmers go wrong. They read tips, you watch YouTube, but they never see themselves. I'm serious. Yeah. All the athletes I've asked, like or maybe just 1%, like, or 2. Yeah. So okay, so you've been watching YouTube videos, but how do you know that you're actually doing the technique correctly? And then they're like, good question. I don't know. Well, how long have you been swimming? For a while now, and I'm stuck. Well, I mean, who here who has if you were me, what are you going to say? Well, take a video then, right? So, and that's why I suggest take a video so you guys can spot. And if you see one of these 3, let's address that. Okay. So what I want to ask is that what's that one thing that clicked for you today? Put it under the comment so I can read it after this one further. And then, okay, so since you guys stayed long, let me see. And if you guys have questions, Colleen, let me see. Looks like Jeremiah, Tom, let me see who else are commenting here. Yeah, please put those questions so I can answer it when after this one, and then we can consider also those questions later on as well. So now so here you go. On this, how to take a video. This is chapter 7, why one short video could change your swim forever. It changed mine. I want your swim change forever as well. And, like, for example, if you like winter times, you go skiing or you go like a break from swimming because it's cold, okay, or family, you go back February or March or April. Well, you haven't been swimming, right? You should check your technique if you're still good or it's rusty instead of going back to like swimming right away, get those laps. But if you're swimming incorrectly and your technique is not good, okay, it's not like, hey, you know how to bike, then you can bike anytime. It's not like that on swimming. It's very technical. So now that's why even athletes who are experienced, my suggestion is actually, yeah, you want personal video review feedback, check out the freestyle breathing. If those action takers get that, there's no catch here. All right, we're just giving it, as of right now, it's free. So here we go. How to record a swim video demo inside. You can record yourself, okay? You can record yourself even though with nobody, no friends needed, or even just a phone. You don't need a GoPro, okay? And if you click this one, then I share you, and again, this one is only like 2 minutes video, or 3 minutes. And I'm sharing you like what are the things that you need, okay? It's very straightforward. Even a high school student or elementary, your kids can do this one, okay? And you can get that video by basically, putting under the comment hashtag freestyle breathing. We give you the link, and then so you can download all these ones. Good stuff. As of right now, it's free, but that's all I have. And then also like for athletes who just like you guys have like, hey coach, I have a question, or like I'm really stuck. Can you please tell me what's the next steps? Okay. So if you want that one, put hashtag game plan. We can have a 15 minutes call. It's only 15 minutes, okay? Because we don't have a lot of time. Only 15 minutes. It's free, okay? Put hashtag game plan. If you want my help, I just give you, like the next big step so you're not confused and you're moving forward with hashtag game plan. We'll schedule that call with you, okay? And that's free. I'm not selling anything there. Promise, okay? All right. Well, you guys got a lot today? You guys are liking this community, Unstoppable. If you do, I love it. Just put it there, so it makes me happy. And just put hashtag value if you guys got a lot, and invite your friends. And yeah, till next time, put the questions, post in the group so I know what you guys need. And I'll see you guys. Bye. Later.